Families are looking for more, right? Families are looking for more than what they currently have now. Whether that's better education for their children, whether that's being able to have a community where they can thrive and be connected with their neighbors, an entire community where everyone is like-minded, that's what they want. Currently, they live in places where they may have a couple neighbors they relate to, but for the most part, the community itself doesn't resonate with them. It could be expensive, it could be the education system, it could be lots of different things. A lot of the families that are coming here they have young children, growing children, and plans to have more children in the future, and they want the best for that. They want the best for themselves, they want the best for their families. When I meet families, when I introduce myself to families, I am the head of sales, head of community, and families want to know, first questions they always ask is, what are the other types of families that are going to be moving here? Like, what kind of families are attracted to this? Who are we promoting to? The families that have come here, they're looking for specific things. One is obviously getting to walk the land themselves, and two is getting to meet other families, see if they can vibe with them, see if they can call them neighbors in a year from now. And Baruch Hashem, it's been going really well. Like, we got a chance to walk around the land, see what kind of lots everyone might want to live in, if they want more private, if they want better views of the mountain. So vibes have been good. People are happy. They finally got a chance to come here, see what the place looks like for themselves. When they get to the property, it's magical for them. They don't realize how beautiful it is here. Somebody got off the bus, they're like, oh my gosh, this place is massive. Online, it's just, pictures, and we can promote it as much as they want, but when you get to walk the land, you get to see what it's like for yourself. It's nice. You get to see different types of lots, you get to see some of their better views of the mountains. Some views have beautiful streams running through it. We actually had a rain recently, so the streams are flowing. One father was actually took his little son, and he took his shoes off and he put his son into the water. So he was walking through the stream. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see. There's a lot of families that are from various backgrounds, whether they're more frum, whether they're Baal Teshuvah, whether they're more modern. At the same time, they're all looking for the same thing. They want the same things for themselves and for their children, which is a place where they can thrive together. They can have kids running around in the nature, connected with the nature itself. The education piece is a huge concept where families always ask about, how's the education? And we always tell them, we don't want to have a traditional type of community where you're sending your kid to a school and they're sitting in a classroom for 6, 7, 8 hours a day. That's not the idea. The idea is we want to have structure, but we also want to make sure that the kids can have a very individualized style of education. So when I talk about Shefa, I actually like to put it into like two kinds of categories. Number one, it's the idea of moving those families from the big cities into a more rural area, connect with nature, a place where kids can run around. Of course, with that comes a beautiful home and a nice piece of property, which most families otherwise wouldn't have had in the bigger cities. But then there's the idea of really taking the affordability aspect of Jewish living and just starting fresh. An idea where families can come, have cheap tuition, have cheaper kosher markets, just affordable living for Jewish families to thrive, where they can literally focus on their families and the growth of their families. Their children, it's hard to put our children first, and when it comes at the expense of some other parts and aspects of our lives. We want people to truly thrive as a frum and Jewish family and have everything they need in one place. When it comes to kosher markets, when it comes to schools, when it comes to the shuls, the kollel, the yeshivas for families that have older children, the Erev, they want to make sure security's here. They want to make sure that they have everything to thrive. Where are my cousins going to stay? Where can we make a simcha? Is there going to be place for all these kinds of things? The answer is yes to everything. It really is yes. We will have everything for everyone to truly thrive. We're going to have a beautiful simcha hall, Mir Hashem. We're going to have hospitality that can host extended family, 50, 100 families, Mir Hashem, down the line. People can come and you won't have to worry about where's my cousin going to stay? Where's my in-laws are going to stay? We're going to have everything, space for everybody. They can come here, they can come stay here, they can come stay there. A lot of families think it's a dream and it is too good to be true. But in reality, the reason why families feel like it's too good to be true is because they've never seen it before. People haven't had that experience. No one has thought about just revamping the way people view how a Jewish community should be built up from the ground. We're so dug deep into a hole over the past 50, 100 years that this kind of concept hasn't been thought of since pre-war era. It's magical here. It is. Like, it's luscious. The trees are in full bloom. It's green. There's just so much space. Acres are massive. They're used to living in a home, 5, 6, maybe 10,000 square foot lots. Seeing an acre is big. they were asking me, where are the markers? You know, it's big. You see the flags, they stretch quite far. So to imagine your children just running around, playing, just being free with nature, like that's something that they're striving for. That's something they want. You don't get that in the big cities. An ideal day in this community, I wake up with the sunset, big beautiful windows shining into my house, whether it's into the dining room, into the bedrooms, nestled in the trees, just that beautiful luscious green, waking my children up, letting them run outside. Their neighbors are already outside, the kids are running outside, we hear them, we see them, they're safe, they're in a gated community, and school starts, they go, they learn with the Rabbanim, they come home, they go back to school, everything's very close-knit, everything's close together. You don't have to take a 20-minute drive on the freeway, on the highway, in traffic. Your kids can walk to school. It's right there. You have everything you need from the shul, the mikvahs, the kosher markets, the kollel, everything you need. You have the mikvahs, everything's right here. But you also have the affordability aspect. And that's something that we put into motion through a nonprofit organization that will help subsidize Jewish living at its core. So that way tuitions could be as close to zero as possible. The way that no one's gonna ever have a shul due, a mikvah due, zero. No building fees. Everything, the supermarket will be subsidized to make sure that Jewish living is as affordable as possible. So that way the money and parnasa that people make can be focused on their families, the growth of their children, and really give their children everything they've ever wanted to give them. The feedback is people want to move to the next steps. They want to understand, when can I move in?